Hello and welcome to Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage. Videos on this channel is directed to the adult community as it contains strippers, so good it'll take the paint off diecast vehicles, nudity of paint stripped diecast vehicles, and a man playing with his tools. Adult supervision advised for those under 16 years in age. So come along, enjoy what's coming up. In this special episode of Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage, we are participating in the Painted Blue challenge with Diecast and Modelers community. This is in aid of dementia. Just like we have there are others that do the painted pink for breast cancer, we are doing a painted blue for dementia. There is a link below to the Diecast and Modelers community Facebook page. By all means, come along and participate with what we do. There's also a link should you wish to donate. Just a little bit if you can, because one day one of us, or you may know somebody that may be suffering from it. It's not nice disease to have, and any money to help to raise funds for research is always helpful. Anyway, what we're going to do with this build, you can see some vehicles in the background. That should give you a bit of a hint in this Painted Blue challenge. So as we move the shop truck round, the first vehicle, that's right, the first vehicle that we have coming up, if he wants to stay on the trailer, we'll just get him hooked up again, there we go, is a Hillman Imp. That's the Corgi version, and behind it is the Dinky version. So we'll just get them both onto the, get everybody onto the turntable. Come on guys, play ball. So as you can see, that both vehicles are blue. They will become blue again. So we're going to do our normal thing, as in stripping, doing what we need to do to get the vehicles back into a reasonable condition. So we'll take them off the trailer, take them off the hook, and we'll have a closer look at them. Alright, here we have our two imps. The one that's in front of you now with the front hood open, also has a rear hood that opens up as well, is the Dinky version of the Hillman Imp. There we go, there is a little engine in there. The other one that only has the opening screen at the back is the Corgi version of the Hillman Imp. In this one we are missing some wheels. The front does not open, but apparently if we look at the ones in the back, it is missing the seat that goes up and down, I believe. I'm just checking up the one that yeah, the rear seat back is supposed to go up and down, but it is missing in this particular case, I think. I may make another one, I may not, depending on what sort of time allows. So we'll go over to the workbench, into the workshop, and we'll pull these vehicles apart. They will be easy to pull apart because they've been apart before. So let's go out into the workbench and have a look. Again, our Hillman Imps. This is the Corgi toys, Hillman Imp. 2 posts. As I said, this vehicle's been apart before. Suspension, usually broken. This one is still intact, I believe. There is a seat that's supposed to go up in here. That is missing. The glass. Okay, so need to open up the rear window, and usually the glass sort of falls out, but it is held on by a suspension spring just in there, and that can be just lowered a bit. And our back window comes out, and then our main window comes out. This one does have a mark just on the front here where my pick is. That's actually almost a hole. It is a hole. We may be able to fix that up, we may not. But we'll see how we go. And there's the casting itself. So we'll put them just to the side there. We'll have to source some wheels for it. Maybe a case of Hot Wheels. Donating again, which is nice. Thank you, Hot Wheels. This is the Dinky Toys version of the Hillman Imp. These tyres I just put on for the show earlier, so they're nice and fresh. They're too big to actually use in the casting because they'll rub up against the arches. This has been glued back, so we should be able to just prise the front off. As I said, we should be able to prise it off. We may have to... Yeah, there we go. We've got we do have separation. Just need the a screwdriver. I just need to just come around behind you guys for a moment to get a flat bladed screwdriver, which we have handy. And we should be able to, there we go, we've popped the front of it off, and we will come through this hole in the front there. She's rather crusty, as you can see inside, so we'll do something with that. Vacuum formed interior, so nowhere near as elaborate as the Corgi one, but this one we have suspension in there, like I said, but a bit crusty. Okay, the window unit comes out next because that holds the bonnet in place and the boot in place. Now, as you can see with this screen here, it is rather fogged up. We may be able to use the same technique to resurrect this screen like we did with the Matchbox Lamborghini, because I have not ordered a screen. I don't like ordering screens because the postage costs too much to Australia. You can get the screens for $9 Australian, which is about £4 UK money, but it costs roughly about £10 to £15 or $20 to $25 for that unit to be shipped. Postage is a killer. So we'll see if we can resurrect that. There's our boot, there's our bonnet. We get that out the way. There's our casting. It has a dimple in the up the top there that we need to look at. We do have dual headlights in this one. In this one, in the other one, in the Corgi one, they're just painted. So we'll see if we can save these jewels. If not, we do have some more. So, all right, on to the next phase. See you in a tick. All right, so we're at the stripping venue. We are being protected by the partition here. Our girls are ready. There we go. Our strippers are working very well today, but it should do, considering that these vehicles have been painted before, so it's a different kind of paint to what is going on from the factory. As you can see, it is still quite volatile. We'll go around and have a look at the other side, see what's happening there. See again, different type of paint. We are in a well ventilated area because we're inside a garage. Paint's lifting up quite nicely. So this will be a very quick strip. So, excuse me. Alright, we'll catch you in a few moments and we'll do the clean up and polishing off the vehicles. We get to play with some tools. See you in a few. Alright, it's polishing sort of time. As you can see, not all the paint has come off. But it will be all gone by the time we're finished. So this is the base for the let's see, which one is it? It's the Dinky Toys base. This is the one that we need to find a set of wheels for. We may paint the base, we may not. We'll see what comes depending on the wheels that we get. This is the base for the correction. This is the Corgi Toys helmet imp base. This is the Dinky one. So again, it's just polishing here. I can say we're polishing a turd. There we can get the rust off the suspension. It is coming off, but just have to work it differently because of these posts that hold up the vacuum formed base is a little bit tricky to get round, but we will get round it. There's a brief look at get the brush out the way, get my fingers in the right place. There's a look at the engine in the back. So we may put this into the calcium line and rust remover. I actually did see that that bottle I did see this the other day. I've had this in the cupboard for a while, so we'll give this a go at removing the rust from that. So while we're doing the painting of the other, we may need to take the axle does turn, but the hubs themselves not, and it's the same on this. So we'll suck that in the let's see, where is my containers that I can use. I usually always have some containers about. Here we go. So we'll pop this lot in the container. Give the calcium lime, always got a safety lid on them. Solution A. Put that in there. So the solution's in there now. We'll put that aside over there. There's no fumes of it, so we don't need to put a face mask onto it as such. So we'll go back to polishing our other stuff. So this is the boot lid for the Dinky. The Dinky one is the one that has the opening boot lid and bonnet. So again, just so we'll persevere, and afterwards we'll be going over it with our steel wool. We've gone over with the wire brush. It's just easy the smaller part to rub that over with the brush by itself. Still, and when we get to the larger casting like this, we can give it a go like that as well. I say many times through my videos, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It is what works for you. Some people use the Dremel, the wire wheel. That's okay to use too. I still do use it at times, but I haven't had to of late, because I get the same results with this. I may have to work it a little bit extra. It all depends on how. Sometimes a little saying goes in Australia, well, maybe around the other parts of the world as well. Depending on, something goes your way, you're holding your mouth the right way, or you're holding your tongue the right way. We may use it's a little bit easier on the hand doing it that way for the narrow section. Painting. It is polishing. You'll never get on every casting, you'll never get a polished, really shiny finish. It all depends on what's used to make the casting. Sometimes there's blemishes and blotches in there. Other times, yes, you'll get a fantastic polish, almost a mirror finish or chrome finish, if you like to call it. Sometimes you will get that type of finish, but you won't get it on all the castings. So we're just going in behind the rear window on this one. So we will need to work on that one a little bit more to get the paint. We'll just get onto this one. And what I just mentioned a few moments ago regarding when we get a high polished finished look, you'll get it on that one, but not so much on the top one. As you can see, use the same method. Different type of materials were used in the Corgi than what was used in the Dinky. Other times when I've had the Dinky and Corgi cars, it's been sort of the Dinky came out shinier than the Corgi, and then other times they come out about the same. It all depends on the mixture of the alloys, of the materials that was used to do the casting. Again, just using a bit of elbow grease. Again, so we'll need to do some more with to get the paint off the top, but I'll do that off camera. And again, we get a nice shiny side, and now we're doing the back side, and we'll take it on that little angle to get into where the rear window section. So I'll carry on with this and do the steel wool rubbing off camera and the next time you'll see these vehicles will be in primer. Alright, the base is out of the calcium line and rust. We've given it a bit of a polish, so it's taken pretty much all the rust out. As you can see, the wheels are out. They could not be saved. They were just too far gone. The axles. The wheels I have here. The 4 of them. So I'm going to make new axles for them. Oops, there we go. That's just about to lose one down the valley of doom. So how we're making the axles is from a rivet, and all we're doing is using our pliers. We're going to put the rivet in there, and I'm just using the bottom of the table, just giving it a couple of love taps so that we can slide that head off. And we can use that later, when we get round to it, to put into the bottom of the base as a, like the others use a tap, we can put that head on. What we still need to do is file around this little attachment here, where that pot rivet was attached. We need to file that down, then we can get our hubs onto it. I'll do that off camera, because otherwise it'll take too long. Catch you in a moment. Okay, well, we now have our repaired axles in there. We've still got to get that done. We'll move on to the window glass. We may be able to resurrect it, we may not. This was once in a worse condition than what it is now, but all I can say is that we shall give it a go. That's all we can do. So I'm just using some wet and dry sandpaper. This is, I think, no grip marks. Doesn't say what thickness it is. I have no idea what we might do is we'll close the everything's falling apart from me. We'll close the garage door to stop the wind from coming in any further. And we shall bring some extra light in. There we go, to so that we can continue. So yeah, I think that piece has had it. There's no grit on it anymore. Let's go to another stash. And we'll see what we can do with it. There's no guarantees on anything. Like I said, when I first saw the screen, it was very much how's your father. So we're just going to continue on to see if we can resurrect it. No guarantees on it. Just looking for a bit of liquid to wet our paper a bit, and always best put the lid back on it. So we'll just position ourselves again. along the outside. The starters, I'll probably have to go inside as well. She does have some markings on it, as you can see, as you should be able to see. We'll continue on this. This one here has a hole in the top of it where my finger is pointing, and I'll give this all a polish up, because you may be in a position where you're not going to notice it, because it may be at just at the very top of the unit. I'll just do a quick check. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things. We may get away with it. We may not. Anyway, I'm going to continue this off camera, doing the polishing. We may get it out. We may not. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. All right, to do our screen, to bring it up shine, a lot of people use the Pledge floor polish. They dunk it in and then they leave it overnight to do its thing. I'm going to try something different. It's called Mr. Sheen. It's a multi-purpose polish. Polishes, shines and protects. It's usually what spray on furniture. We let it sit for a moment, and then you polish it off with a rag or something. So we'll give that a nice soaking. As you can see, it does froth up there white. Just give it a moment to go in. It says it's all it's wipe on and wipe off. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wipe on and wipe off. So pull that away, and we should be able to see a very nice shine. Oops. To that. The reason why I did it to that one, because I think we've just about resurrected that screen as well. Alright, so on to the painting. Alright, here we are at the painting stage. So let's see what sort of a mess I can make. This blue is going on very nicely. I'll try and keep all of this in shot. Oh, I like this blue. Let's go around this way. It also helps if you Have your airbrush nice and clean. Okay, so that's the first coat. We may put another 1 or 2 coats on that particular one. The other one I will do off camera. So, because we need to let that one dry, then we can get on to the second coat. We'll see you shortly. This is what we started out with on our Painted Blue challenge for the diecast and modelers community awareness of dementia. So if you want to see the outcome of what we did, and here we're about to have our reveal for our Painted Blue challenge from the diecast and modelers community in aid of dementia. The people that for the Gravesend Helmet Imp Society have liked the work that we've done so far, that we've got another vehicle for them, or they want us to do. So we'll move this one out the way, and here are the other 2 vehicles which they liked very much. So we'll move them out the way. So both vehicles have been stripped, repainted, detailed. Hot Wheels have kindly donated the wheels for that one. This one here, with the rims, the hubs themselves were rather badly damaged. We have filed them. We have put new axles in them. We couldn't quite get the glass completely clear, but it's a lot better than what it was. The engine's been a little bit hard to, we'll just move it around here. We'll back it up. Engine has been slightly detailed on this one. So, all in all, I think she's come out quite well. So I'd like to thank again my subscribers, the ones that have been with me from the start, and any new ones that come along. I hope you enjoy. And we'll just have a quick look at our other club members. They just recently started, so they were very, very interested in looking as to what sort of result we can get. So they're happy with that one. They may, so this was our first one that we did some time ago. Again, so Hot Wheels kindly donated the wheels. So anyway, thank you very much. Our next build after this one is an all Aussie build. All Aussie. So, and it's a Holden build off. So come along, watch the Australian builders, Some of us are better than others. So if you want to see some good work, come along next week. Don't forget to click on the link below to the Friends of Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage. And also, please, if you want to join the Diecast and Modelers Community Facebook page, our link is below. We even have our own tavern where all sorts of fun things happen in there. So again, thank you very much for watching the video and have a good day. Bye for now.